Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Kyle Allen and the Washington football team taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Rams taking the field and leading the way, the man from Cal, the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
Well, it's not unusual for a team to have a little bit of a letdown after appearing in the Super Bowl. And the Rams had that Super Bowl letdown after their loss in Super Bowl 53 to New England. But it might surprise people that quarterback Jared Goff still finished third in the NFL in passing yards at better than 4,600. They just want to see him cut down on the number of interceptions he threw last year, and they think the Rams can elevate their offense yet again.
On first down, it's Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They're led out by their 24-year-old quarterback in his third season from Houston. It's Kyle Allen.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Well, the Rams heading out 3-1 to start 2020 after they grinded out a 17-9 victory over the winless New York Giants Week 4. Now, the Rams only 240 total yards. On offense, it was a struggle. Defensively, they only gave up 3 field goals, though. One of the uglier games of the year all around. But, Charles, bottom line, those are the kind of games that the good teams that make the playoffs, they find a way to win them, and they did.
And they want to keep pace with the Seattle Seahawks, who did win to go 4-0 in their game against Miami. Those two teams, they don't meet until Week 10 with 2 road games coming up now for the Rams. First, they go for the early season sweep of the NFC East when they travel to play at Washington next week. And then a big one in Santa Clara Week 6 against the 49ers, who dropped a tough one on a Sunday night game.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and 2, Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Handing it off to Brown. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 50, it's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, it's Brown. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 40 now on second down. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 24-yard line.
Up into the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee, you might have got some blank stares back, but down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee. He expects to continue those types of numbers and beyond going forward.
Goff on first down. Well, that'll be caught by Kupp. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still looked towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019, runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Goff now looks to throw. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Goff throwing again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now Sam Sloman is on. And his kick is indeed good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. The next drive coming up here for the Washington offense, 1-3 through 4 weeks of the season. Now, week 4, tough one against Baltimore. A lot of people thought they would just get blown out of the water. They hung tough but lost 31-17. Terry McLaurin, he's been playing well, over 100 yards again for the second time, but still some inconsistencies there. The offense ranking near the bottom of the league, and the defense, Charles, undoubtedly it misses Chase Young.
Yeah, it certainly does, because now all the guys who are pass rushing from the opposite side, they get more attention. And Dwayne Haskins, their young quarterback, he's got to pick up his game. His head coach, Ron Rivera, told him, you've got to play better or we may have to make a change. He doesn't want to. He wants him to get the experience. You mentioned Terry McLaurin, the wide receiver. I really like that young man. Second game now this year, over 100 yards receiving. He plays so hard. The crazy part, Brandon, they can still compete in their own division. That division is just struggling. They are still there. They host the Rams, and then they get the 0-4 Giants, and then they play the Dallas Cowboys in D.C.
And Charles, Coach Ron Rivera battling through the treatments of the cancer to stay on the sideline with his team.
Yeah, he certainly has, and one thing we all are around in the NFL, well, Rivera's strong. We're with you, Coach.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. On the return comes Webster. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. LA set to take over again on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. He starts the drive by handing it to Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Oh! A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Goff. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab. And the Rams have taken the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Point after here coming up. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Allen now on first down. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Now Allen. And he finds McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
A carry now for McKissick. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From midfield, here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Malcolm Brown and the Rams offense about set to begin their next drive. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Over the middle here to Brown. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Steven Sims set to return it for Washington. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. CD, I want to sneak in a little NFC East talk here. I don't know what to make of this division. Through 4 weeks, they are a combined 3-12-1. The Eagles would actually be the division champs right now at 1-2-1. Washington and Dallas 1-3. The Giants certainly not out of it, even though, CD, they're 0-4 right now.
Yeah, this is unbelievable when you think about it. And if we were talking soccer, we'd be talking relegation, wouldn't we? Right? Would this division even exist next year? But there is potential there. The Eagles came alive with a big win on Sunday Night Football, beating San Francisco in San Francisco. Washington, they're trying to hang in there. Dwayne Haskins has to play better. Dallas should be the team. They've got to fix their defense. And the Giants, they may be 0-4. They're going to fight hard, but I don't think they're contenders in this division.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Malcolm Brown and the Rams offense about set to begin their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll drop here to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Inman able to bring it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 21. 13 yards there at a Washington 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Washington on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there, pushes this to 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide. They want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Derod Payne's one of a good number of young defensive tackles in the game. Made a nice stop there, now in his 3rd year out of Alabama.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Goff throwing complete here to Jefferson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 42.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Push it back. Push it back.
Goff throwing again. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, it's Gibson, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Another big play there by Aaron Donald, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year in 2017 and 18. We know he can rush the passer. He's also dominant in the run game. The quickness for a man his size often defeats the offensive lineman trying to block him.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Goff now to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On the handoff, this is Brown. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 31, Allen. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Steven Sims, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. And with that, let's look ahead to Week 5, Charles. Some of the big games coming up as we continue into October. Starts with a good one Thursday night, 3-1 Bucks, the 3-1 Chicago Bears. That's Brady versus Foles. I'm sure we'll hear plenty about that. And then Indianapolis and Cleveland, one of those teams, Charles, is going to be 4-1. What else do you have on the docket?
Yeah, well, don't forget Minnesota. They're coming off their first win. They go to Seattle, who's 4-0, and that's a Sunday nighter. And then the Chargers at New Orleans on Monday night. I think Justin Herbert having to face Tom Brady and Drew Brees in back-to-back weeks, not something you would dial up. But this kid seems up to the task. He's played well despite the fact the Chargers have struggled with their record.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far.
Well, hey, you know what I want to do? Let's take a look at some of the leaders right now around the National Football League, because some impressive numbers. Although the Cowboys are struggling, Dak Prescott, almost 1,700 passing yards. He's on pace right now for better than 6,700. Russell Wilson, we know how well he's playing. 16 passing touchdowns. That's on a record pace. Rushing-wise, Dalvin Cook, 424 yards. He also leads the league with 6 touchdowns. Had a huge game against the Texans in Week 4, and then yes, we have to talk receivers too, don't we, CD?
We certainly do. How about DeAndre Hopkins leads the league with 39 catches. A nice move for him to Arizona. In terms of yardage, you got 3 guys over 400 yards in a tight bunch. Stephon Diggs, DK Metcalf on top with 403. Amari Cooper just 2 yards back, and Hopkins just 6 yards back. So what we're finding is that offense is really going crazy here in the early going in the NFL. Take a look at the holding calls across the league, partner. They're way down. I think that's promoting offensive football.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down, it's Gibson, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Yeah, let's get second. 59-5.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Allen to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
On first down, it's Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Allen. He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Operating from the gun. Allen. Inman has it over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's McKissick. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. That's caught. It's Thomas. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Goff.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air. even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing again is Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was the word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL wide receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A pro's pro. This guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air is out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll make it 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Tressway now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gone. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. 7 yards the pick up there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now Goff on 1st down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Goff. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Goff throwing again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, 59 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Steven Sims now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Washington down by 8, 2:22 on the clock. Deuce is wild. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Sims. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now here's Inman bringing in the pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. They'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Allen. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Allen to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.